Starting to see why Aperture Science had to close down this area. Aperture Science Innovators. What an interesting logo. Alright, and this next test chamber has, of course, more gel.
Group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Oh dear. Alright, well, anyway, this is another repulsion gel test. So the first thing we're going to do is try and get repulsion gel in all the right places. Oh, that hit the ceiling. Okay, well, whatevs. Now, the one thing you're going to note is that water gets rid of the gels pretty easily. But this button, thankfully, turns off the water, which will allow us to use the repulsion gel to get up onto this ledge.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
Second favorite line. Alright, anyway. Now you're going to see that a slow drip of gel is just as effective as a giant glob of it. There you go. So, our next job is to get ourselves a little higher up. And once again, use the power of momentum to fling ourselves at the wall, bounce, and through here. Now, you'll notice we have a pretty interesting view of the downstairs here. We're going to need to use that view to get out of here. If we move just right over here, we can actually target a portal down where the repulsion gel is falling. And, yes. Well, let's start flinging gel, shall we? But actually, what we need to fling the gel is over there. There we go. That should do the trick, so let's get moving. There we go. An interesting little puzzle there. That one took me a while to figure out, because you actually have to jump over the ledge, or you don't have enough momentum. Now, where am I headed now? Looks like up there. So let's move up there.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
You gotta love the man. Alright, anyway, here we have an interesting little puzzle. We have this cube underneath this grate in a very glass container. We have repulsion gel and we have some water. So, I think what we should do is see if the repulsion gel will cover that cube. Well, it does, and that sort of makes it bounce around like crazy. Now, there's actually an achievement you can get here if you catch the cube before it hits the ground. Unfortunately, I fail at it, so that's just not going to work. So we're going to cover the cube in water so that we can actually put it on the button without it bouncing all over the place, which is going to bring this elevator down. Now, we're going to need some gel over here for us to make this jump. Now, I bet you're wondering, well, now that the cube's down, how are we going to get the elevator to go back up? Well, it's really as simple as covering the cube in gel again. There you go. Without the threat of imminent death, is this even science?
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
Aww.
She is a gem.
Isn't that cute? Well, unfortunately, it seems the exit here is boarded up, but we have yet again another portal surface, so start looking around for, well, there is a giant wall and a door over there, so let's go for it. And in we go. Oh, pump station beta. This could be interesting. Could be in a whole new type of gel. Or maybe it'll just be a way to get the heck out of here. It's worth trying. Well, as we look through this room, you'll notice that there is a surface up there we can go to. And so, now I can't quite remember what we're supposed to... Okay, there's a portal surface over there and a grate over there. So it seems pretty obvious what we need to do is our little old momentum trick. Whee! Awesome. In this room, you'll see some more old 50s contraptions as we turn on both pump stations, which I suppose will turn on a whole new type of gel for us as we push this door open and... Oh, wow. Wide open vista here we have, and what appears to be a control room. Well, we can see that there's another elevator shaft over there, so... I guess our goal is to get over there, but I'm just going to wager a guess here and say that we can't build up enough momentum to quite get that far. Just, whoa!
I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60? Cash. You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related?
Well, that recorded message sure told us a lot. First, I'm going to draw your attention to the new logo of Aperture Science here, and show you that the, architecture around here is slightly more modern than what we were seeing before. In fact, I'd probably date it sometime around, the 60s or 70s. Late 60s, early 70s. And if you go in this room, it sort of proves it. You'll notice that all of this stuff, even the computer monitors and stuff, is more from the 70s than anything else. So this room was obviously built after the first sets of tests were done. Remember, if you see an orange jumpsuit, hit the red button. Now, as you'll notice from Cave's recorded message, Aperture kind of went downhill after the first series of tests. They were part of some Senate hearings, and they kind of went bankrupt. But that didn't stop Cave Johnson from wanting to do science. So instead of hiring astronauts and such, he hired bums from park benches. Kind of a downgrade, but what are you going to do, right? The other thing you'll notice is who they came in second place to, and the people who are always stealing their great ideas, Black Mesa. And for those of you who are completely unaware, Black Mesa is the company that Gordon Freeman of Half-Life used to work for. Interesting. Now over here, if we can get over these cases, is actually a secret room with a couple of achievements associated with it. Over here, we have, I think it was called Ship Overboard, where you will see the life raft, or the life rings for the Borealis. And if any of you have played Half-Life 2 Episode 2, you know the Borealis is some sort of mythical ship that disappeared during an Aperture Science test. I don't know what's on the Borealis. They haven't told us yet. And over here we have the last 3 vitrified test chambers for the no OHSA compliance achievement.
Alright, we're working on a little teleportation experiment. Now, this doesn't work with all skin types, so try to remember which skin is yours, and if it doesn't teleport along with you, we'll do what we can to sew you right back into it.
Oh my.
The average human male is about 60% water. As far as we're concerned, that's a little extravagant. So if you feel a bit dehydrated in this next test, that's normal. We're going to hit you with some jet engines and see if we can't get you down to 20 or 30%. If you're allergic to peanuts, you might want to tell somebody now, because this next test may turn your blood into peanut water for a few minutes. On the bright side, if we can make this happen, they're going to have to invent a new type of Nobel Prize to give us, so hang in there.
That sounds ridiculously fatal. Alright, well, now that we're done with that little bit of exploration, you'll notice that there is a retractable Great Ledge, or whatever you want to call it over there, that sort of lines itself up with the elevator platform. So I guess our goal is to get there. And I don't know if there is a portal surface there, but there definitely is a launch surface we can use. So let's do that. That's the wrong place. Ow. Alright, well, let me try that again without the copious amounts of fail. Okay, I believe where we wanted to put that is right there. So, let's try this again. Excellent. What's in here?
Oh, hi.
GLaDOS?
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? Oh. Oh, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even if I am lying, what do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look, I don't like this any more than you do. In fact, I like it less because I'm the one who got partially eaten by a bird.
You know, she does make a somewhat coherent argument.
Pick me up.
Well, I like torturing her a little, but...
Listen to me. We had a lot of fun testing and antagonizing each other. And yes, sometimes it went too far. But we're off the clock now. It's just us talking, like regular people. And this is no joke. We are in deep trouble.
Well, I think I'm gonna listen to her, folks. I know this is crazy, but let's go with it.
You stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be for magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go. Where are we? How long have I been out? An extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going.
Huh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Chell's partner for the rest of the game, GLaDOS, or as she's affectionately known as, Potatoes. There's literally nothing I can say. This is either horrifying or awesome, one of the two. It all depends on how you see the situation. She's now stabbed onto the portal gun, so there isn't a lot I can tell you. And now that we have pulled up that ledge, we can make it to the elevator. Excellent. And unless I am mistaken, I believe that's the end of Chapter 6. I could be wrong. Yep, Chapter 7, The Reunion.
Did anything happen while I was out?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this video, but come back next time as we explore more of old Aperture Science and try to get back up to new Aperture Science to stop Wheatley from blowing us all up with the help of our friend Potatoes. I am the UmbreonMessiah, and see you next time.